The Cartier Tank is one of the most iconic watches out there. But to get one, you may have to burn your wallet to the ground. But what if I told you there are affordable alternatives that even your wife would approve of? Hey, there you are, and welcome to My Dude Watch. My name is Jason, and we are taking a look at classic, iconic watches and finding affordable alternatives. Today's watch is the Cartier Tank. You do not want to miss this. This is going to be fun. You know the deal. Grab a snack, pull up a chair, and let's talk watches. And today's video is sponsored by Alliance Quick Pack and Ship. And guys, one of the coolest services that Alliance Quick Pack and Ship offers is virtual mail. That means you can actually get a real street address for your business or personal mail, manage your mail remotely, and even have package handled while you are away. Now, with that said, let's get into today's lineup. All right, guys, here we go. We are opening strong with the second hour Memoir because this thing does not feel like a cheap alternative. This feels like a legitimate, enthusiast-driven, rectangular dress watch. And immediately you can see what stands out here. What do you guys think of this finishing? It's strong, refined, and elegant. Also, that dial execution and the proportions stand out as well. Everything here is on point. This watch has real luxury energy, and unlike a lot of affordable rectangular watches that sometimes feel overly fashion-oriented, this Memoir feels like it was built by actual watch enthusiasts. You get elegance in bunches, sharp case lines, beautiful dial work, and a level of refinement you don't usually see in a watch that costs between $300 and $400. And if you want that watch enthusiast alternative to the Cartier Tank, this may be your guy. And up next, this is a watch collector's pick. This is a Seiko SWR Series. This is one of the safest and easiest recommendations in this category. And this is where things become extremely approachable because Seiko absolutely understands classic dress watch proportions. And the SWR lineup captures that elegant rectangular styling beautifully while still feeling distinctly Seiko. This piece is clean, wearable, classy, and incredibly versatile. This is the kind of watch that you can wear casually, dressed up, you can go to the office, or even formal. And it just works everywhere. And most of these will land somewhere in the $150 to $250 range, depending on the model and the configuration you're going for. And if you simply want a classy rectangular watch from a trusted brand, then the Seiko SWR Series is very hard to argue against. Okay, and now let's go to the complete opposite end of the price spectrum because this next watch has basically become an internet legend. This beauty right here is the Sanda Tank, and guys, this thing is ridiculously cheap. We're talking like a watch between $20 and $40, and somehow they make it work and they give you a timepiece worth what seems to be much more than that. People absolutely love these watches, and I just do not know how they can stay in business selling these watches so cheap. Now, obviously, you're not getting luxury finishing here, so don't expect that. But what you are getting is a watch that captures that classic rectangular aesthetic for almost little to nothing. And truthfully, because of this price, this thing has become one of those watches people buy just to see what happens. And they usually end up loving it. I already know the comment section on this one is going to be wild because people either absolutely love these or absolutely hate them. Now, after the Sanda chaos, let's bring things back down to an approachable vintage-inspired territory, and that brings us to Timex. Now, Timex has quietly made some attractive rectangular watches over the years, and what I like about them is they lean heavily into vintage charm, casual elegance, and wearability. These watches feel relaxed, they don't try too hard, and honestly, that's part of their charm. Pricing usually lands somewhere between $90 and $200. It really depends on the model and the configuration that you'd like. And what Timex does especially well is accessibility. These are watches that feel stylish, approachable, easy to wear, and non-intimidating. And all of that makes these guys fantastic as an entry point into rectangular watches. Now, if Timex feels casual and vintage-inspired, the Orient feels more refined and traditional. And this is where the video starts leaning hard back into enthusiast territory. Because Orient brings automatic movement, credibility, dress watch heritage, and classic watchmaking energy, these are the pieces that feel mature, elegant, and timeless. And if you're somebody who appreciates more traditional dress watches, Orient makes a lot of sense here. Most models land between $150 and $300, again, all depending upon the movement and configuration. But what I really like about Orient is their balance. They feel dressy without becoming overly flashy, and that's not easy to do. Up next, which is our sixth watch of the day, this is the Bulova Rectangular Sinatra Series. Now, this guy right here is the classiest piece in today's lineup, especially when you start looking at some of the Frank Sinatra-inspired pieces and Art Deco rectangular models. These watches just feel elegant. The curved cases, the vintage-inspired dials, the Art Deco styling. That's real personality here, and visually, just check this out. Absolutely beautiful. This watch has that old school sophistication that really stands apart from the rest of the lineup. Pricing usually falls somewhere between $150 and $350 range, again, depending on the exact model. Now, if you want something that feels classy, refined, slightly upscale, and very dress-oriented, Bulova deserves some serious attention. And finally, we have to talk about Casio because Casio continues to prove over and over again you absolutely do not need to spend huge money to enjoy watches. And honestly, some of their rectangular models are just ridiculously fun for the money, and Casio is right smack in the middle of the rectangular craze. These watches bring affordability, simplicity, nostalgia, and incredible wearability. Most fall somewhere around $40 to $120 range, depending on the model, and what makes Casio so good is the accessibility. These are watches almost anybody can wear and enjoy immediately. There's no stress, no huge investment, no overthinking, just a clean rectangular style at a very approachable price. And you know what? This is a great place to end this incredible list. Well, there you go. 7 incredible alternatives to the Cartier Tank. We'll put links in the description just in case you want to go there, check them out, and see if they're right for you. Just remember, some of these are affiliate links, and if you decide to make a purchase, My Dude Watch may get a small commission, but you don't pay more. Hey, you made it to the end of another video. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you watching. If you enjoyed what you saw today, please take the time to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It'll only take you a second, but it really does help. All right, we checked the time, and it is time to wrap it up. So we will close the show. My name is Jason with My Dude Watch. We'll do it all again next time. But wait, don't forget, dudes can't be late.
Dudes can't be late.